Hey everyone, and welcome to another installment of Tom's World. Today we are back at Benjamin Rush State Park. I haven't been here for a while in my videos. I've been here a lot recently, but I just haven't been making videos here. The reason for our trip back here is not to explore the park itself, but to go back to a video that I did almost 2 years ago. In May it'll be 2 years. It was 2020. And I came down here and I checked out this Poquessing Creek Bridge, which used to be a part of the Kings Highway, which the Kings Highway has been made famous in recent years because they have redone the bridge on Frankfort Avenue that goes over Pennypack Creek, which they call the Kings Highway Bridge, I believe. Now the Kings Highway was a long road that went from, I think, like the suburban area into the inner city area that they used to use back in sorry, the camera has a mind of its own, as always, to go back and forth between Center City and the suburbs back in the old days, like William Penn, people like that. So this bridge has been here since 1805, and I believe it was redone in like 1916, 1917, somewhere in there. It was restructured so that it could hold the weight of vehicles crossing over it instead of just like horse and buggy. Now don't mind me as I duck and walk through all this brush. But I can already see that the rumors I've heard are true. They have been redoing this bridge as well, mostly to make it, I believe, to make it more safe for foot traffic. I don't think they're really going to have vehicles coming through here outside of like maintenance vehicles, but I can already see the new bricks and everything else going on there, and they're redoing the actual road itself because they've dug that up. So now I just have to find the best place to go down. It was strange, whoa, walking back here. Sorry, that was a bunch of thorns sticking up. It was strange coming back here because I can recognize some of the things that I saw on my way through here during that video. I remember I saw a bunch of rocks stacked up, and I had mentioned that I'd seen that in various places, and I didn't know if it had any meaning at all, and if it did, what it was. But I could still see some of them here. So let me turn the camera around and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So here you can see some of the stacks of rocks. Stack over there that's fallen. I do believe that these were the stacks that I saw. And then I went up that way on the right side of this bigger tree here. The one going across it was not down when I came here before, and you can see it just recently happened because the wood still pretty much looks fresh in there. And I even recall this little hole up here, which has since been covered up. I'm trying to see in the camera if I can see where it is. It's like right here. That was like a groundhog hole or something like that. And I remember saying I didn't want to mess with whatever was in there. You know, nostalgia. But now, no doubt, you can see, because they've made a clearing in the trees here, the stones that have been redone. Now, the wall on this side was okay. It wasn't completely falling down, but you could tell it had its issues. The wall on the far side was completely down. So they had to completely rebuild that, I would guess. I'm not sure, as I have not been here. I can't go straight down that way. I gotta kind of curve around, I think. Yeah, go down here. So this is very exciting. It's a piece of history that's being rebuilt and preserved that most people have not even known about because it's just hidden back here, back by the Poquessing Creek here in Benjamin Rush Park. And the other end of it comes out onto that little jug handle that you would take if you were coming from Philly heading towards Bensalem on Route 1, and if you wanted to make a left on Old Lincoln Highway, you'd have had to go around the jug handle. It's like right at the bottom of that, and that's what you can see down there. That's the is that the Chamonix Inn, I think, because I think that's the Lincoln Motel there. Plenty of stories I've heard over the years about both places. None of which I'm going to repeat on here. Wow, this is really soft, sinky mud. You can see where my footprint went in there. So I'm going to try to stick to the sides here, at least until I get up to this drier part. So before I go up on the bridge, we'll go down where I started in the last video. And a lot of this has been cleared out, and also has a lot of soft mud, so just got to tread lightly here. Wouldn't want to fall. I know everybody's waiting for that in my videos. I always talk about it. And I promise to all of you, still to this day, if it ever happens that I fall and I'm rolling on the video, you're gonna see it. It just doesn't happen too often. It's only happened twice in all my ventures, and I was not recording at the time. But they weren't major falls. One kind of was, the other one was not. So here's the beach that I was on. We go down here. It's more dirt than sand now. A lot of big pieces of rock, I'm guessing, from the bridge. And we'll get a better shot of what they're doing here. It actually looks a lot nicer. Wow. Yeah. I mean, and they still were able to keep the same feel. Now, the cement in between the rocks, or whatever it is they use, I would assume would be cement. It's not the same color, obviously, because the other one was super old. But still, they managed to keep the same look and feel, even right up to the little rocks on the top, how they're just standing up like vertical. And might actually be able to walk out onto this little embankment here. So I'm wearing my waterproof shoes, as long as I don't go above the sole of the shoe. There we go. So now I'm actually standing in the middle, for the first time in my life, standing in the middle of Poquessing Creek up in this area. The only other place I was in the middle of the creek was way down that way, down by Dinosaur Lake, which I do have to get back there and check it out, because I've been told that it's actually totally dried up now. There was like puddles and stuff last time I went, but yeah, this side of the bridge is looking great. You know, they just have to finish it. They got all the stones up there to finish it up. And I don't know. Part of me wants to walk along this thing just to see the other side. But then there's a part in my head that says, you know what, dude? You're 47 years old. Don't try to tempt fate. But this side actually looks flat. This side looks like it's on a little slant. So the heck with it. I'm gonna do it. If I fall in, I fall in. What are you gonna do? All right. So now we are under the bridge. You can see all the old stones in here, and you can see where the new stones are. By the way, I would not recommend coming under here for those of you watching this video. I mean, if you do so at your own risk, because it is a little short. There's where the Poquessing Creek keeps going, and a lot of debris that's going to need to be cleaned up. Some of it in the water, but not too much. Most of it outside of tires. Most of it's just on the sides. There's really nowhere else safe. Like, that's not safe. There's nowhere else safe for me to stand here, so I'm not going to go any further. I'm going to go back now. But hey, I ventured a little further than I thought I would. Got to give me credit for that. All right, back out on the other side. Now, we'll go up onto the bridge, as long as it's safe. I haven't really inspected it too much, but I would assume it should be safe. Let's see what we're dealing with here. All right, just go around the little bend here, and then we'll be on the bridge. I mean, despite all the mud and everything here, you know, this will all get grown over soon enough. But these walls, they're looking good. Now, actually, it looks like they haven't even started on this side of the wall yet, on the left side of the bridge here. Their efforts have mainly been on the right side. You can see all the rocks they have to use, and pieces of the old part of the bridge that's crumbled. But you can see that their efforts have started down there, so I stand corrected. So they started to build it up, and the old part of the wall here, which I don't think I was able to see last time because there was a bunch of weeds growing up here. You can see the various vehicles and stuff that they're using as they're rebuilding. Lots of lumber here and stuff. But I can't honestly tell. This doesn't necessarily look old, these stones here. So they may have redone this. The top, you could see, it's actually separate right now. So this is the original top from this side. Just guessing. And yeah, it's looking good. It's looking really good. Now just imagine that this used to be a major road here. It's not too major right now, considering how wide the boulevard is, or Route 1 over that way. Yeah, it's looking great. I'm loving this. Not sure what they're doing down there with the plastic in the water. Or I don't know, maybe that's always been there. Doesn't look old. I'm sure it has some purpose. Maybe one of you know, you can put it in the comments. But yeah, I just wanted to come down here and check this out, see what was going on. I had heard that they were starting to fix it up, and I heard right. I love seeing restorations of old things like this, and things that have to do with nature. As you all know, most of my channel has been me in nature. I mean, I've had a couple videos that weren't. You know, Croydon Manor, Byberry Friends Meeting House, things like that. But for the most part, it's all been either nature or restoration, which is a far cry from what I originally intended the channel to be. It was originally just going to be me walking in different woods and exploring, and it has escalated to be what it is. Just a combination of things, really. Anyway, before I ramble on way too much, I guess I'm going to start to walk back, and I will wrap this up. So once again, I want to thank everybody for their subscriptions to the channel, for all the likes, all the comments, all the support you have all given me. Each and every one of you are very much appreciated. And once again, thank you to everybody that made donations to the GoFundMe for Serobia Garden. That has now ended. As I had stated in my last video, I am no longer a volunteer there. I am actually an employee there, and you cannot be both. So I have handed over the lead volunteer role to one of the other volunteers, and I have faith in the fact that they will continue to make things better there. They're all great people. So also, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and then hit that little notification bell next to it. That way you'll be informed as to when I upload new videos. You don't want to miss out on any of them. I know I keep saying it, that they've been far and few in between, but I've been working my butt off over in the park, and we're doing great things there. And yeah, so anyway, I'm not gonna go off on that tangent. Anyway, make sure you also give this video, yeah, I said video. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and share it out to anybody and everybody that you can, that you think might be interested in these type of videos. Go back and watch all my videos and see if there's any that you think might strike the fancy of somebody you know, and you can share it with them. I oftentimes share my videos out to various different groups on Facebook, Ben Salem groups, Far Northeast Philly groups, Croydon groups, things like that. So you can find them on there as well. Or you can just stay on this channel, and up top you can click where it says videos. Or no, first you would click on the name of the channel underneath the video that says this is Tom's World. Then click on videos. Then you'll see all my videos there. There's quite a few. You can check them out. A lot of them are really interesting, historical stuff. So yeah, I actually rambled so much that I'm out of breath, if you can imagine that. Anyway, I'm getting out of here. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you stay safe, stay healthy, and take care.